All right, so one more time, really hope that you are, in fact, pausing the video, not just getting the notes done, but really trying to learn this, because that's, yeah, the more practice you can get, the better off you'll be as far as truly understanding this material. So that being said, please do pause and try these next two. And if you're looking at that last one and not seeing, well, what's different about it, just notice the x and y values have been switched. So that all being said, sketch the graphs of y equals f of negative x plus 1. And so we will, kind of as our first step, the way I think about it is going to be that we're going to reflect it over the y-axis because x is being made negative. Our input is negative x. So that just reflects it over the y-axis. So that's going to be a spike, a plateau, and actually that's a longer, it's a spike again right there. So here's the left side, and all I did was try to mirror the right side, and our x and y values have been, or sorry, our x values have been made opposite, and so they're trying to mirror that point. So our point right here at 2, 1 became negative 2, 1. Our point at 1, 1 became negative 1, 1. At 1, negative 1, it became negative, or sorry, at negative 1, negative 1, it became positive 1, negative 1. And so all the x values have switched. So our first step was to reflect it over the y-axis. And next we've got a vertical shift, that v value or k value, kind of more traditionally, is plus 1. So that everything on the graph is just being moved up 1. It's going to be shift up 1 or translate up 1, but sliding the whole graph, kind of grabbing the graph and moving everything up 1 y value. So all the points, same x values, just our output is 1 higher now. And there we go. So looking something like this is our final graph. Okay. And again, pause the video, try the next one. I would maybe think back to what happens if you switch the x and the y, what we're gonna get. Yeah, I think this next one's pretty interesting looking. But pause the video and come back and try that in a second. And so I'm hoping that you're coming back from pausing it, and here we go. So if we are switching our x and y values, couple ways to think about it. One would be that we just literally change the point. So where it is 1, 1, it's now at 1, 1, and that one stays the same, and 0, 0 stays the same, and negative 1 stays the same because those are the same x and y values. And kind of notice that they're on the x equals y line, and that's why they are the same. So here's x equals y, and when we're switching those values, it's going to get reflected over the line of x y equals x. So one way would just be thinking, oh, I'm going to go half a unit diagonally. That means my point's going to be here, and I'm going to go 1.5 units diagonally. It means I go from here to here. But let's be a little more explicit about it. So the point 2, 1, switch those x values, becomes 1, 2. The point 3, 0, switch those x, y values, becomes 0, 3. The point 4, negative 1 becomes, so 4, negative 1 becomes negative 1, positive 4. The point of 5, 0 becomes 0, 5. The point of negative 2, 0 becomes 2, or sorry, 0, negative 2. The point of negative 3, 1 becomes 1, negative 3. And everything's getting reflected across the line of y equals x. So let's make that line just a little bit bigger. All right. So here's our new graph. And again, it's been reflected. Reflect over y equals x. And you're switching your x, y values. Where it was x, y, it's becoming y, comma, x. All right. Hope this has been helping.